Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
There is Lee Oswald. He's been shot. He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
That's one small step for man.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Welcome to the Howdy Boomer Show on the YouTube channel. This is a daily broadcast by baby boomers for baby boomers. Join the Peanut Gallery, become an official member of HowdyBoomy.com, where there's great gifts and ideas for the baby boomer generation. And we're going to be talking daily about things that affect everyday life. Like, we're going to be driving gas cars rather than worried about charging someplace to take half of our life getting there. We're going to be cooking with gas rather than whatever the woke generation wants us to cook with. We're going to be worried about climate change, but unlike John Kerry, who looks like the love child between Secretariat and Jerry Seinfeld, we're going to be letting Mother Nature take care of that. We're going to go back to the days when the good guys were the cops, the bad guys were the criminals. We're going back to the days when if you were born with a penis, you were a male. If you were born with a vagina, you were a female. Every day we're going to be broadcasting ideas that's going to help make America great again. And we're going to be bringing everybody to the forefront to remember what made this country great. In the days of the old laughing, every day we're going to sock it to them.
Sock it to me?
Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show. Hope today is a gorgeous day for you. Sun shining, nice weather, happy times. I sit there and I shake my head because in the head-to-head poll, Donald Trump beats Joe Biden. I think it's 44 to 36%. Joe Biden's approval rating is 36%. Now I want you to think about what's happened to Donald Trump since the election of 2016. As soon as he won the election, the Clinton camp started Russian collusion. That went on for 2 years. They even got the Attorney General involved. And at the time, it didn't look like he knew what was going on. He made Joe Biden look smart. And it was all a hoax. From the time he was elected president, they have been trying to remove him from office. And I'm speaking of Donald Trump. He's an idiot. He's a liar. He's an idiot. He's a liar. In the meantime, he got quite a few things done. Being a businessman, he appointed competent people as heads of departments, opposed to what we have right now. Department of Transportation, a joke. Department of Justice, God knows. I think Garland was once the Democratic nominee for the Supreme Court, and he was shot down by the Republicans. So I think he has a hard-on for everybody that's a Republican, and he's going to try to nail Trump and let Joe Biden's son go. But imagine, as bad as they have tried to crucify, and sometimes successfully, Donald Trump, a liar, a cheat, the press, the media, the newspapers, the Democratic Party, vilifying him every day, he still beats Biden in the head-to-head election. What does that tell you about the state of this country? What does that tell you about Joe Biden's leadership? You shake your head. As bad as they have made Donald Trump out to be, he beats Biden. Ron DeSantis beats Biden. That is not good news. And I'm going to tell you, the press is going to try to find a way to make that look wrong. The press is going to buoy Biden as much as they can, even more so than they did when he headed a cellar for the entire election campaign last time around. He's their boy. They owe him favors. God knows what he's doing. God knows what's going to happen this week with the Hunter Biden fiasco. The money from China. What favors were curried by the Chinese government? I just can't understand how this government works. And what you're going to see now is Robert Kennedy Jr., as an alternative to Biden on the Democratic side, is going to start justifiably gaining ground. One, because of the name, and two, some of his policies are closer to the Democratic center or even Republican center than Joe Biden's are. He wants to secure the border, which is a cesspool right now. 10,000 people a day are coming through. That's a lot. That's a lot of taxpayer money going out the window. You and I have to go to an attorney. We sit down and he tells you what he's going to charge us. They do. It's paid for. It's absolutely amazing. And again, you wonder about the government when you take a look at how they're covering up for Biden, how this letter that was orchestrated by the Department of Justice was falsely represented to the people who signed it in order to get Biden elected. It is absolutely amazing what's going on. And even Robert Kennedy Jr., again, reemphasized that he believes that the CIA was behind the assassination of his uncle John F. Kennedy. And being one of the older baby boomers, I remember that event like it was yesterday, because that event changed the world. He said that when RFK, his father, found out that John F. Kennedy was assassinated, the first thing he did was he picked up the phone and called the CIA and asked them, "Were you behind this?" So that tells you something. With all the information, with all the facts, with all the documentation out there, he's probably right. But nobody's going to bring it to light because we're old right now. Nobody right now really cares. Hell, my great-grandchildren have no idea what 9/11 was about. But it's amazing what's going on in government nowadays, and the only way we can do is just vote. Get the woke people out of there. Remember, God bless America. Remember how this country was founded, the principles upon which this country was founded. It's Sue happy. It's criminal happy. The bad guys are now walking the streets. They're blaming, I saw one program that they are blaming black crime on the fact that they are discriminated against and they are more likely to become criminals because of white discrimination. All this is, when you go to the Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. When you go to that movement, the scam that it was, they're a terrorist organization. Read their bylaws. LGBTQ ABC movement, gay pride, whatever you have to do, it's an effort on their part to justify their behavior which is abnormal. It's not normal. They want to tell you it's mainstream. They want to tell you that it's okay to take your son into the doctor and say, remove his penis because I think he feels like a girl. It's absolutely insane what's happening. They have to be stopped. You need leadership at the top, and we don't have it. We have to vote. We have to make our voices heard via letters to the editor, via calls to the editor, because the poll showing Biden losing to Trump shows you that the American people, not the demonstrators, the average American guy who works his rear end off, the woman who works her rear end off to raise a family in the way America was supposed to be run, actually knows what's going on here. They're not protesting, they're working, but they're voting. And believe me, all this hoopla, all the noise, all the woke philosophy is going to go into the toilet the next election cycle. We have to vote. We have to get rid of this people. We have to make America great again. I don't know who the candidate's going to be. I know I'm not biting for Joe Biden. I mean, that goes without saying. I hope you have a great day. God bless you. God bless America.
Time frame, images of a generation. We grew up in a simpler time. We sang.
Say, kid, what time is it?
We laughed.
Hello, boy.
can't believe I ate that whole thing.
We cried.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
We fought. We loved. We were attacked.
Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air.
Our flag was still there. Now these memories come to life on posters that can be yours today. Go to howdyboomy.com for your copies today. That's howdyboomy.com. howdyboomy.com.